Perfect. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and introduce Thomas. So Thomas is the founder and CEO for CxPlanner. And towards the end, just to specify, Thomas will be going ahead and giving away a 6 months license to CxPlanner, including full onboarding, support, and project assistance. So definitely that's going to be an interesting one. Thomas, go ahead. The floor is all yours.
Thank you. So just going to share my screen here. Give me a sec for that one. And let's see. Perfect. So today here I'm going to present the fastest commissioning software ever built, and that is CxPlanner. So I'm Thomas Jarlov. I'm the founder and CEO of CxPlanner. I'm a commissioning professional just like you. I'm certified QCXP, CXM, and CXA. And I also got included my contact details here, because if there's any question that they don't get the time to ask today, you're always welcome to reach out to me. I'm going to go through a couple of slides, just like that's the core principles for our platform. Then we're going to dive directly into a practical demo of it. The first slide here, that is what we call scales to the project. So you can see here, I got a couple of different phases: idea, design, execution, and handover. It's merely to indicate that there can be different phases on a project. Within CxPlanner, if you have a small project, that could be like a single functional performance test, FPT for a fan call unit, then you're just going to enable the end of execution and start of the handover phase, and CxPlanner will scale to that. But if you need to make like a major commissioning project with thousands of equipment and planning and design documents, all of that stuff, then you're just going to enable everything, and CxPlanner will scale to that. So that's up to you to define what is the size and complexity of your project. The second core principle that we have, that is our template sender. So it's out from the concept that if you can do something once, you only have to do it once. When you start to use CxPlanner, your company will get your own template sender. That means we'll help you to get all your current checklists and test scripts into CxPlanner, but you'll also get access to all of our public templates and also our full pre-trained AI to generate full test scripts on your own. So on the next project, it's more or less like pick and choose, and then that spawns out directly to the new project that you start to work on. The last core principle that we have, that is our practical design. So we are available on all devices. So that's mobile, tablet, desktops, and it's iPhone, Android, Windows devices, on all devices. And of course, online and offline too. But I think this screenshot here encapsulates a lot of like the design choices within CxPlanner. Because if you're inviting a subcontractor or a vendor into the platform and signing them to like one single checklist, when they log in, this is what they see. So we will dynamically update the interface for different parties signing into CxPlanner. So the subs should not like see all the buttons and all the options. That's like for the commissioning manager. So we're trying to dynamically update the interface for the individual persons logging into the platform. And well, that was the slides that I had. So let's dive in for a demo here. So this is the main landing page for CxPlanner. We're going to log in now with one of my users here, and then we're going to create a new project, add some equipment, perform a checklist on a mobile interface, have a little look around so you can see like the full process if you were to start with CxPlanner. Good. We'll go and sign in, and let's see, I'm already signed in here. I'm arriving at my dashboard. So this is like my home in CxPlanner. You can customize it as you like. It gives you like the overview across different projects that you're working on. All the navigation is done in the sidebar to the left here. We will directly go into the project section here and create a new project. So for today here, it's gonna be like new project 1. And we're gonna continue. So this is a project guide here, will help us set up the project. For today here, it's gonna be like a simple construction project. Then we can specify what utilities do we actually need for this project. We always come back later on and customize this. But for this one here, we're going to go with the defaults. So the commissioning utilities, some analytics, and some punch list management. I think we have seen enough of custom reporting for today here. So we're going to continue. Then we can set up some priorities, categories, or whatever here. Going to the next one. Then this one here will help us to define the test structure. Since it was like a simple construction project, it will suggest that we go with like mechanical complete, pre-functional checks, and system testing. If you rather go by like system, subsystem, or building A and then some different areas, go by that. You can fully define that as you like. Then we'll go continue here with users, and then we're going to create the project. So that was a success, and we're now within the specific project. As you can see at the top here, we have a project ID and a project name. So everything from now on is like only related to this specific project here. In the sidebar to the left, that's where the navigation is still happening. We're at the project dashboard, same concept as before. You kind of customize it and we'll like show the data for this project as we go on. We have some different shortcuts to the task and checklist assigned to you, especially. Pretty useful for the subs when they log in on mobile devices. Like one click, see everything they need to do here. Then the analytics, some punch list management, some files, and then the commissioning block. We're going to start with the commissioning block here, the system and test view. We call it system and test view because this is where you're going to build up the full system that you're going to test. So that includes all the equipment and, as you see here, all the mechanical completion, the pre-functional, the FPTs, the integration test, everything. What we have here is the predefined section, mechanical complete, and so on. We're going to add some equipment. We're going to do it in two ways. So first, we're going to do it like manually, and then we're going to import directly from a spreadsheet because we have like almost a full sync to the spreadsheets that you receive in the projects. So the mechanical complete here, I'm going to hit the plus button. Then we're going to add a group called air handling unit. Then below that group, I'm going to add some specific air handling units. So these are like the tag names. Let's see. And we're going to go with this one too. So as you see here, we're now added 3 tags. So these 3 tags symbolizes 3 different kinds of air handling units. That is the manual way of adding data here. We can add, as you see here, it's just like click and select. And we can add a lot of different companies, responsibilities, user groups, roles like mechanical, electrical, and so on. But normally, you would often like receive like a large Excel spreadsheet with thousands of equipments or different kind of structures. And then you would import that into CxPlanner instead of typing it manually. I'm going to show you how here. So first, we're going to like download the current overview from CxPlanner into an Excel file. Let's open that one. And let's see here. So this is like a full representation of CxPlanner. What we have here is we have the ID, and that's database reference into the system here. Then we have the sub, that's the indentation level. And then we have the asset naming here. As you can see here, I made some spelling bugs here. We can fix them directly within the Excel file here. So that means as long as it has an ID, we can update them. So if this was not like a handling unit 01, we're just gonna rename it like this. Then we can say, okay, we're gonna add some extra items here. We're gonna put 2 X's, and they're gonna keep like in the same indentation level. Gonna be like a handling unit 06, and we can just like drag down here. Go put 1 X in, make some palms, 2 X's, and then it's gonna be like palm 01, palm 02, and so on. So you can like customize this as you like. Save this one here, back to CxPlanner, then you're gonna bulk import it. And now I just gotta find the file here. Let's see. There we go. So now the spreadsheet has been imported. We have updated the name from the air handling unit 01 to be air handling unit 05. We have made like the spelling changes from the capital O to lowercase o, and we added the palms. So that's like the way to like just bulk import a lot of equipments into CxPlanner. And as you see here, you have different like groups, the air handling unit, the mechanical complete. You could go as deep as you like. You can make these like groups in the sidebar for quick access, filtering and sorting. Everything is possible here. But let's go for like the air handling unit 02, opening that one, because this actually opens a specific air handling unit and the corresponding checklists. Main information at the top, you can put all the data that you need. So if you put a date, CxPlanner will generate full Gantt charts. You can mark it on the drawings. If you have the drawings on the project here, just pinpoint the location of this air handling unit. So a lot of utilities here. But for now, we're going to import a checklist from my template center. So import template, selecting air handling unit. I'm going to go for pre-func here, click import, and then that's been imported directly into my CxPlanner, into the template here. So the template includes a heading, general test, and then 5 line items, then performance evaluation, 3 line items, and so on. What you got to see on the first item here, take photo to document the air handling unit's mounting. That's a little photo icon. That means it will open my camera on my mobile device, take a photo. That photo will be added into this specific line item. If I needed to like input the percentage or the opening percentage for a valve or the temperature, I could just require the user to add those data as they click through the checklist here. But normally you would go for these checklists on a mobile device. So let's see what that's look like. It would look more or less like this. So you have the structure at the top, mechanical complete, air handling unit, and then the air handling unit 02. Then we have the checklist here. We're gonna click on the first one, the pass here. That, since I'm using the camera here, but otherwise it would take a photo directly. You could mark on it, and then that photo will be uploaded into the platform here. Otherwise, you can see I can go with fails, I can go with passes, and if I need to add additional info, I can always re-click on these items here. It will open, and as you can see here, I can add a comment. All good. I also always on mobile devices and tablet devices have a button called photo. That means I can always respond directly with a photo, instead of like standing on site and typing. But otherwise, we can go through the checklist like this. If we have too many failures, we cannot approve it. Then we can go for a temporary approve or not approved. Since this has a failure, we're gonna go with a not approved. Hitting that one, I can now make a signature. I have a pre-saved signature here, but otherwise you would just like put in your signature, hold to save, like that, and then the system automatically saves all of the PDF documents for you. So that means this test report at this current point in time will be saved and located in the project, like a static document. So whether you're going to do like progress reporting, then that is available already to like send for this weekly progress report. And the same goes for the final systems manual. It's like one click, everything gets collected and pushed away. Let's move out of this mobile interface here. So we're back at the system and test view here. We have the mechanical complete. I'm going to open that one. Then you're going to see the air handling unit. And we got a red line here. That means something has failed. You can see over here in the side, it's like 23% done. But since it's a failure, we have not scaled these percentages up throughout the structure here. If you'd rather do that, you can always like take that setting on, and then this progress will be populated up throughout the parents. But as a default, we don't see this like as a completion, so we keep it down here instead. But this here will be your main view to keep track of all the checklists. You can see the percentage here, the total line items, the passes and the fails over here. See how's the progress of the project actually going. If there's failures, all of these failures will automatically be populated into the global punch list over here. I'm gonna hit that one. So you see, we had 2 failures in from the checklist here. And these 2 failures automatically moved into the global punch list, so you don't have to like dive into each one of the checklists to find them. You see, the top one here, we have the naming, the tags, we have a reference into the specific checklist. So clicking on this one here opens the issue. We can customize it here as we like. And see on the right side here, that's all the dialogue. Hey there. And if there's other persons on the project, we can notify them by like tagging them like this. They get like an in-app notification and also an email notification. If we have photos, that could be like from an email, just drag and drop it in, do annotations on them, upload it. Yeah, so that's like how the issue tracking works here in CxPlanner. Drag photos, drag files, whatever into them. And if you have like drawings on the project, you can like pinpoint the exact location of those issues on those drawings too. Got it. I think I got a couple of seconds left there. And then for those couple of seconds, I have another cool project here. So this project here, see the sidebar, we've got some other utilities here. Just gonna point in on the timeline here, because within CxPlanner, you can define full Gantt charts. So these full Gantt charts here, we have dependencies we have assigned persons, and if we double click on them, they actually include additional information. So you can upload like photos when you are on site. Is the progress actually 64%? Yeah. So that's some of the Gantt chart functionalities. And now I think we'll go over into the question session.
Thank you so much, Thomas. That was interesting. So if anyone's interested in winning a 6 months license for CxPlanner platform, go ahead and type in CxPlanner in the chat function or the Q&A button. Well, to start off with, go ahead, Thomas. Go ahead.
Yeah, so go for the CxPlanner in the comments here. It includes like our full onboarding and support, which is a default for our license, so you get a good start. Sorry,
Perfect. And we welcome the questions in. To start off with, how does your floor plan module work?
That module, so when you upload drawings into the project, whether they are like floor plans or schematics, we integrate them into the rest of the project. That means you as the CXA, you can define these drawings here may be used as layers. So when you enable them as layers, people can point the issues on the exact location on them. So let's say that I'm walking around on site or finding like we've got a label missing, adding that as an issue, and I'm going to point the exact location on that drawing. So in my report, you can see the location, but also the next guy coming to fix it, they can find it more easily.
Perfect. For the next one, let's take this question. It says, how do the review and document markup module work?
That is the review. So the review and document markup, that is a little combined to the previous question here. But let's say that you're getting like all the as-built delivered to the project, or a lot of schematics that you need to like review, upload them into CxPlanner. And then CxPlanner includes like the utilities to draw in those documents. So that means if you find like an issue within that document, you can make like an arrow or like a square around it. And then that would generate an issue they can send back to the designers or back to the control guys. Yeah, so it's like a way to work with the documents, and keep it inside the system still.
Wonderful. I can see a lot of CxPlanners being typed down in the chat.
That's good.
Yeah, I see people more interested in trying the platform. So definitely do, if you have any questions, Thomas is right here with us. So go ahead and type in your question. We've still got another 3 minutes. There is one more question, and it says, does the Gantt chart timeline support Microsoft project files?
Yeah, so the Gantt chart that I just showed at the end of the presentation here, so the timeline, that has like a full integration with Microsoft Project. So if you are receiving a Microsoft Project file, then it's possible to import that directly into CxPlanner, and we will generate the full Gantt chart in our system. It also goes the other way around. So if you're building like the structure inside CxPlanner, so it could be like a general construction plan with the OPR, the BOD, or just like the test plan for all of the equipments and the functional performance test, then you can export it out back again to Microsoft Project and hand over to the project. So it's like a full-way sync in that go.
Wonderful. And I see that we have less than 2 minutes to go, but I do see a question here by Preetham. And he says, how does integration work with construction management software like Procore?
Good question. So for Procore and for Autodesk Construction Cloud, we're using what we have like an embedded app. So that means you can enable CxPlanner from within those platforms. It's not like a direct sync, but when you like enable it from within Procore, then you open Procore and then you have like the CxPlanner platform within that one, and it will be attached to that Procore project. So that's the two main integrations there.
Wonderful. And like I mentioned, I do see a lot of CxPlanners right there. So that's what we would see. But thank you so much, Thomas. And if you want to go ahead and I think we have less than 30 seconds if you want to say something before you wrap up.
Oh, yeah. So everything you put into CxPlanner, you can do it manually or by Excel. And if you have any time need to get the data out, just like one click and you have all the data out, and you can start on your own local backup if you need to. So you own the data, whatever time and place that you are, data you put in CxPlanner, that's your data.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Thomas. That was great.